telecom. The next round of tariff hike for telecom companies could happen in the broadband space. Sources say India's largest telecom company, Bharti Airtel, could be the first telco to hike broadband tariffs. Gauri Dwivedi now joins us with exclusive details. What are you hearing on this matter, Gauri? How much tariff hike are we looking at?
We are talking about this hike, which could be pretty substantial. In fact, sources tell us that Airtel could end up hiking broadband tariffs by about 50 rupees on a broader basis per subscriber. That is pretty significant because till now, broadband is a space that has been largely untouched as far as tariffs are concerned, tariff hikes are concerned by telecom companies. The entire game has been in the 2G and then, of course, recently in the 3G space. But what now it looks like is that the next round of tariff hikes could really be in the broadband space, and in fact, sources tell us that Airtel, which claims to have about 7 million subscribers, will have a hike across the board, which will be in the range of about 50 rupees per subscriber, which ends up being about 35 crore rupees, and that is something that is likely to be followed by other players as well. Reliance Communications and Tata Teleservices are the other two players who have a substantial presence in the broadband space. Now, the reason and the trigger really as far as hiking of broadband tariffs are concerned is that license fee has been increased from this year onwards from 6% to 7% and will be increased again next year from 7 to 8%. And that is something that telecom companies feel should be passed on to the customer, because remember, broadband is not a pure vanilla voice service. Clearly, the customer has an appetite for a higher bill, which is why companies feel it should be passed on. In fact, Airtel is the first one to do so. They will hike tariffs, and in fact, in certain pockets that has already been done, Airtel has said that certain amount of tariff hike has already begun as far as broadband space is concerned. We are likely to see a much broader based hike in broadband tariffs going forward, something that is of course likely to be followed by competition as well.
Okay, Gauri, we'll leave it at that. Thanks so much for joining us today and giving us that perspective. We'll take a view on the telecom space with Ambrish.